Ever tried downloading a 3D model only to find it looks like it was designed by a 2-year-old? Well, you're not alone. Today, we'll explore the best websites you can use to download high quality 3D models and the free menus they have. Let's get started. First up on my list is 3D Sky, my personal digital playground. They have very high standards in accepting a 3D model in their shop, so you don't have to worry that you might spend your money and it won't be worth it. Go to the free menu and you can see here that there are approximately 150,000 free 3D models. The free menu is like finding a designer brand at a thrift shop. High quality without the high price tag. And I understand, maybe not all of them are great, but let me repeat it, 150,000 free 3D models. This is a great starting point to build a 3D database. On the downside, 3D Sky allows you to download 3 free models per day, which means that you will need approximately 50,000 days, which, if you do the math, is 137 years to download all the free 3D models. My solution? The old create a million emails trick, but all jokes aside, 3D Sky considers this a violation of terms and can freeze your account. You should only have one account or change your plan to have an increased daily limit. Next contender is Turbo Squid. The philosophy is the same as the one we saw in the 3D Sky website, which means that we have high quality 3D models that you can buy, and then we have the free menu with decent 3D models. The main difference between the two sites is that 3D Sky has a fixed pricing of $7 per model, while Turbo Squid allows the 3D artist that is selling the 3D model to set their price. So, if you're asking for my honest opinion, Turbo Squid is like 3D Sky's cousin who went to a private school. And let me do a crash test so that you can understand what I mean by that. Let me go to 3D Sky and type BNB Italia, which is a company my clients use pretty often in their proposals, and I'm looking for the tufty bed. We have these results. None of them are free, and all have the Pro tag, so you can buy them for $7 each. And if I click on the first one to enlarge it, we see that the quality is really good. Let me now go to Turbo Squid and do the same search. The first model is exactly the same as the one we found in 3D Sky, but here it is double the cost, $15 compared to $7 in 3D Sky for exactly the same model. This one is at $7, this one at $29, while this one, I can't curse, but WTF, is at $59 for the same bed model. Before you spend your money on any 3D model, make sure that you first have checked the brand's website. Nowadays, most well-known brands are offering their furniture 3D models for free. So if we go to the BNB Italia website and search for the tufty bed, we can download it for free. We have the DWG file, the 3ds file, and the textures. The main difference is that we don't have the 3ds Max model, which basically means that we need to set up the materials. And let's be honest, if we compare side by side the photorealistic quality of the two models, this is the winner. But it's up to you to decide if this is worth spending the $7 when you can have this one for free. Apart from BNB Italia, Minotti is another brand that shares their furniture models for free. Zanota. And Baxter Italia. CG Trader is another website like 3D Sky and Turbo Squid. Let's go to the free submenu and you will find some jaw-dropping 3D models that you can download for free. Let's now run our comparison. And once again, we find the same bed model at a higher price than 3D Sky. These are higher, but we also find this one at $4 and another one at $7. So I believe CG Trader offers a greater price range. Evermotion is next. My first love in the world of 3D rendering. Ready-made scenes, perfect to build your portfolio. At least this is what I did back when I was starting my 3D career. I had purchased some of their interior and exterior collections, and I would study the rendering settings they use, the camera and lighting settings, and so on. I would merge my scenes into their scenes, and so I didn't have to set up everything from scratch, at least not until I was familiar with the software. Unfortunately, nowadays, this site is not much of a help for me because I work mainly with interior designers who ask for specific furniture. So, Evermotion on this field is like asking a fish to climb a tree. Let me once again type here BNB Italia. And here we have no matching products. If you click on the free products menu, the collection here looks rather poor, but if you go to the collections and choose one, let's try the first one. Here there is a free sample that you can download, and same happens to all collections. Unfortunately, you don't know which one of them is the free model they are offering until you download and open it. Then there is Design Connected. Let me start with the freebies menu. It contains approximately 500 free 3D models, and if I'm not mistaken, there is no limit on the number of models you can download daily. So, like you, with Design Connected, you won't have to wait for half a year to download all their free models, opposed to 3D Sky. Now, if you also want my opinion on this site in general, I find the search bar sometimes problematic because if I do the same search as we did before, the results we get are not correct. Design Connected allows you to either pay per product, but in this case the cost per model is rather high, or use a subscription plan, and in this case you end up paying more or less the same amount of money as you do in 3D Sky. Another website I could suggest is 3D Baza. You won't find a lot of free models here, but the reason I mention this site is because it is more budget conscious than the others already explored. If I set the price range from 0 to 0, we see the free menus. Not something I would suggest. And this is a wrap for the best sites to grab your models and your freebies and to make your digital dreams come true. Remember, in the world of 3D modeling, the only limit is your imagination. And maybe your computer's RAM, but that's a story for another day. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell.